Yeah, so we're 1 week away. 1 week away from Skirk's final release, and we've had some pretty bad news. We now know that she has been nerfed. So let's go through the statistics. I'm going to break down all the numbers, how significant this nerf is. Yeah, tune in because you might want to. If you would like to get 30% off all of your Genesis Crystal purchases, click the top link in the description. All you have to do is put your UID in your server, and when you purchase, they get sent to your Genshin account instantly. Over hundreds of thousands of reviews and purchases, all 5-star, so you don't have to worry. If you would like to enter the 16,000 Primogem giveaway that is ending very soon, I think in like a few days actually, click the second link in the description. It's very easy to enter, and I have added a new option for people that have already entered before. You can now actually subscribe to the NixoRail YouTube channel to earn extra entries. Okay, so let's talk about Skirks Nerf. So Skirk, obviously, if you don't know, is the brand new character coming out in 5.7. I'll just break down some basic information first. She is being released along with Shenhei, and then the second phase we have Mavuika and we have Emily. And now that's out the way, let's get into Skirks Nerf. So Skirk has been an absolutely controversial character. She's kind of like an emotional roller coaster. You hear one good thing, you hear one bad thing. It's really hard to make out, you know, a good assumption and conclusion with Skirk. We're just going to have to make that once she's out. So the nerf actually lies within her 7th phase flash, and it's to do with her interruption resistance. So let's have a look. So originally her interruption resistance 7th phase flash was set at 0.15. It has now been nerfed all the way to 0.3. And if you think about that in numbers, that is 5 times less. Yeah, that's a 5 times nerf. Actually been nerfed to the same level as Xingqiu. So to think that she was 5 times stronger in this sense than Xingqiu, you know, maybe she did deserve the nerf. I mean, obviously it's not good news. We want Skirk to be as broken and power crept as possible. If we also have a look at the C6, I mean, this is going to be very particular for people that are getting C6. Yeah, but regardless, while having Havoc server, you cannot be interrupted. No extra interruption resistance or res. And this has been nerfed. This has been completely stripped. Now C6 provides no extra interruption resistance. So, yeah, for you whales out there, also sad information. But regardless, if you're free to play, you're going to be pulling for her. The 7th phase flash nerf is still going to apply to you. And it's not the best news, to be honest with you. So, what this essentially means, what does this nerf imply, and how does it affect Skirk and make her worse, and essentially nerf her? Well, with lower res, Skirk is now easily interrupted by enemy crowd control effect, you know, like hits or knocks AoE damage that knock her out of animation or stagger her. She'll be less reliable in prolonged or aggressive plays during her 7th phase flash. So initially, when you entered the 7th phase flash, you know, you were 5 times less vulnerable than Xingqiu, if you think about that. So just imagine using Xingqiu, attacking with Xingqiu, and imagine all of the enemies attacking you. You know, that's kind of how it is. You know, that's how easily you are going to be interrupted. So if you think about this, you know, in abyss floors or against bosses with lots of enemies, or just, you know, against big bosses that frequently stagger or interrupt or use concurrent attacks that, you know, have effect for quite a long time, she may be forced in her cooldown, you know, cycle more often. So we originally thought that Skirk may not need a shield as much, but maybe she could use a shield now. The only way to get around this problem is to use Shenhei as a crowd control support, or use freeze setups to freeze enemies to limit, you know, their attacks. Shields, like I mentioned then, with Zhongli, Diona. Preferably Diona, to use her in the cryo comp. Okay, let's move on to some other information. So, we actually have the 5.8 skins, and this is exciting. So in 5.8, we will be getting a skin for Yelan and Bene. And I think these are 2 excellent options, you know. I feel like these 2 characters need a bit more love with the skins. And the design in particular that Genshin or Mihoyo are going for, Hoyoverse, is a mechanical style. So an industrial, mechanical, you know, old looking style. I think this is going to go amazing. I'm really excited to see how they turn out. Hopefully there's some fan art to give us an idea. I mean, just picture it in your mind. I think it will be a very cool release. Also, we have a bit of information regarding Dottore and Marionette / Sandrone. So let's talk about this. Since many are asking about the Dottore, let me mention him again. Dottore's original weekly boss version in Nod Cry is, as of right now, false. So we will have to wait to see if that is updated, but there were rumors, just need to clarify. Sometimes we have to clarify fake things. Right now it has been proven to be false. Sadly, Dottore will not be receiving a weekly boss. However, this could switch around, so we'll just have to wait to see. And regarding Marionette / Sandrone, will they make any appearance? Well, yes. They will debut in 6.x, so sometime in 6.x, they will debut. We will get an introduction into their character, maybe a quest. You know, obviously we will see her full design, but sadly, they won't be playable in 6.x. Likely 7.x. Guys, there is a big rumor going on right now that Nod Cry and the Snezhnaya region is gonna, you know, lengthen for possibly 2 or 3 updates. So there's gonna be a 6.x, 7.x, all based on the Snezhnaya, you know, the Harbingers, that kind of scene. That's how long it's gonna be. Okay, so we have some exciting news regarding future banners. And yeah, this is pretty mad, okay? So, first half in 6.0, we are getting an Electro Male. And this Electro Male character is an adult male character. They're not going to be small, they're going to be very tall, like New Villette style character. They are a Electro Charge carry. And in the second half, we have a Geo female. And they're going to be a crystallized carry. So already 6.0, we're starting it off with a bang. I mean, also want to mention the 6.0 characters aren't actually any characters that we know. So they're going to be brand new introduced Nod Cry characters. This is more exciting because this builds up a bit more like, you know, curiosity, hype. 6.1, we will be getting a Pyro female. And their playstyle is going to work as a Pyro Escoffia. And I think, damn, how interesting is that? I mean, we've got Farina, who is like the Hydro side of that. We have a Escoffia, which is the Cryo side. And now we're getting a Pyro one. Imagine pairing her up with Mavuika. Characters like that, going to be amazing. 6.2, first half, we're getting a Pyro male, a Vaporized carry. So it makes me wonder if they have done this in such perfect timing, like they did with Escoffia and Skirk. You kind of had to get Escoffia, and then next patch you had to get Skirk. So maybe they're doing the same. You have to get the Pyro Escoffia. 6.2, you get the brand new Pyro male, who's going to be insanely overpowered. Just a theory, but most likely going to happen. 6.3, first half is a Hydro female. And this is absolutely insane information, guys. We have just found out the 6.3 Hydro girl is Columbina. So she's not Pyro, she's not Cryo, she's actually Hydro. Pretty insane news. She's going to be the main push, top meta, pull character. And in the second half, we're getting a Animo female, Swirl Bloom team specialist. So guys, what do we think about that? Lots of crazy information in today's video. If you would like to join the daily or slash, you know, every video I do Welkin giveaways, all you have to do is go to the notifications, turn them on all, like and subscribe to the channel, and then comment something you just liked about the video. It can be anything, and I will just reply to your comment and tell you that you've won. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.